Very good morning to you wherever you are. Uh, Welcome to the National Stadium. It's day number 8 of the Spicel T10 tournament, match number 17. I greet you the news that there's splendid condition here at National Stadium, all set and ready to go for the important game. Match number 17, Ginger General coming up against Clove Challengers. Well, these are two teams that would have won the last encounter. I think both teams would be confident. Clove Challengers, they won the first game yesterday afternoon, defeating Saffron Strikers, which was really a huge victory for them. And I believe they would want to continue the winning ways. Very good condition. Again, we are playing on the pitch to the east of the facility, and one hope that again we're going to have an exciting game today. Just a little bit of overcast. There's no threat of rain. Quite a bit of blue in the sky, and just some light cloud overhead. But we are expecting today to be a beautiful day as this important tournament continues. As you can see, there quite a bit of blue, just some white clouds here and there. But we are confident that today will be another beautiful day. Now, Clove Challengers, they would have lost their first 3 games yesterday afternoon, winning the 4th encounter. And we're having a discussion with the team. They feel very confident that they'll want to go on and really win this game today. Just far ahead of us, just some clouds banking up. But again, does not indicate that we'll have rain soon. Just as we look at over the hills, the Dabo Hills, and we view even some of the houses in the area, the mountainous, just around this facility. Yeah, it's really surrounded by some hills. And, beautiful sight there, beautiful view there. As we looked at just to the east of us, as we view this beautiful facility. Well, we just seen the umpire Roger Davis just making his way out, just to make sure things are in place. We should be ongoing in probably the next 5 minutes. But again, this tournament has been going on pretty smoothly, really no hiccups. All our matches have been completed, with the exception of one game, which went down to the super over. But all in all, it has been really a good tournament. Just before we get the teams, we're going to go down to the pitch. We have the toss for the match today. So we just go down to the ground just to get the toss. It's day number 8, match number 17. Ginger General versus Clove Challengers. With me, match referee Carl Felix, captain of Ginger General, Roland Cato, and captain of Clove Challengers, Ronald Etienne. Match referee Carl Felix have the toss, the coin. Clove Challengers going to spin the coin this morning.
This is the one we're going to use. This is head, this is tail. It is a tail.
Tail it is. Ronald, you've won the toss this morning. What would be a decision?
We're going to ask them to have a bat first.
Why? Any particular reason? You came off a big victory yesterday afternoon, and now you are having Ginger Generals to bat first. Any particular reason?
It's just a confidence in the team. We rather chase. We just didn't get the opportunity to do it in the earlier games. We have lost all the toss and asked to bat first. So.
Okay, great. And what has that first victory has done to the team?
Well, I guess they bring the guys together more. When you're losing, there's a lot of little things in the dressing room, and winning games will always bring that back together.
Okay, all the best to you.
Thanks.
Roland Cato, Ginger Generals, you have been asked to bat first today. Would you have done the same thing?
Yeah, if I won the toss, I would also ask them to bat first. But nevertheless, one team had to bat first, one had to bowl second. So.
You also came off a last victory in the last game that you played. Is there anything different you would want to see today as you bat first in terms of what sort of total you'd be looking to put on?
I mean, we're looking to score anything around 120, 130. The last time we scored 130 and we lost, so probably I should say 140. But nevertheless, it's just about us going out there now and applying ourselves and getting enough runs on the board.
Right. Are you now a bit more satisfied with the batting of your team?
Yeah, most definitely. For the last couple of games, I think that the openers give us a very good start. Last game we didn't get it, but that is where I come in now to kind of steer the foundation. But nevertheless, I think that the guys have been doing very well so far.
Okay, all the best to you.
All right, thank you.
So here is it. We have seen that Clove Challengers would have won the toss and have asked Ginger Generals to bat first. So Clove Challengers won the toss this morning as elected to field. Clove Challengers, they would have defeated Saffron Strikers in the previous game yesterday. And this morning again, they batted first yesterday. Today they're going to be batting second. As Ginger Generals, they are going to take first strike this morning. Just to give you the teams, Ginger Generals, Roland Keto, captain, Reynold Charles, Samuel Charles, wicketkeeper, Larry Edwards, Denroy Charles, Johan Jeremiah. Jeremiah has been really one of the standout players in the tournament so far. Really has been playing some really beautiful innings. Daniel McDonald, Kimani Milius, Kimo Peters, Nicholas Redhead, Javel St. Paul. Clove Challengers, Ronald Etienne captain, Ricky Alexander, Teddy Bishop seemed seemingly coming into his own yesterday, scoring 42. Cyprian Forsyth, Kevin Francis, Junior Henry, wicketkeeper for today's game. Imran Joseph, Dennis Narain, Darren Ned, Jaron Noel, and Casimet Thomas. Balanced teams here. I think as we look at Ginger General, they do possess, some of the batsmen that really seem to be coming to the fore. So we expect a very keen contest this morning as the condition is getting much brighter. And certainly it's my pleasure to welcome the Volcanoes captain this morning, Kavim Hodge. Welcome.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be there. Commentary booth, for the first time in this Spice Isle T10. I must say it's been a pleasure to be part of this competition. It's a really wonderful cricket being played. The conditions are really conducive for a lot of run scoring, a lot of ball beating, and also just good cricket overall. So it'll be really exciting to see what these two teams will come up with today.
Well, interesting to hear you say that. Condition are really good. Wicket is really good for run scoring. Although we haven't seen the sort of run that we expected.
Yeah, I think it's all about the intent of the players. Obviously, getting a good start. Getting a good start is very important. Once that platform is laid at the top, the first 3-4 overs, then the rest in the back can have some impetus and push forward. So, that the tone for the entire inning is set, in the first couple overs. Obviously, we know T10 there's not much margin for error. There's not much time to settle in. You just have to, settle in and do what you got to do from the first ball, basically. So, yeah, it's just a matter of intent, and then see where it goes from there.
And your form in that you have started off well. I think we had one really good inning. It didn't do too well in the last match. How has it been going for you?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Obviously getting the opportunity to open the batting in this cricket is just about knowing the role and setting the tone for the guys coming in. So I'm just grateful that I was able to do that for the teams that I've played for so far. Just looking to move forward in that vein and try and get a good start. Like I said previously, the tone for the entire inning is really set, in the first couple overs or couple balls in this form of cricket. So just trying to do that as effective as I can with the ball or with the bat.
Yeah, and I like the words you use, just setting the tone, knowing the responsibility, what to do. Well, we are just about to see Clove Challengers. They are taking the field. The opening batsman from Ginger General is also going onto the field. And I think that the sun comes out brighter. And so we're looking at umpires for the game today. Dayton Butler, he's at the northern end, and we have the other umpire at the southern end, which is John Mark. And you think that the wicket is ideal. The pitch is ideal for this kind of cricket.
Yeah, it's really ideal. Playing here for a fair amount of years. It's a nice flat wicket. The ball is true. Coming in nice. So like I said, it's just a matter of having the intent, and most of the time the bowlers will be under a lot of pressure, which is obvious in this form of cricket. But like I said, it's a good show, and that's what this cricket is about. Scoring runs, and at the end of the day, who scores the most runs will win. So we're getting ready to witness another exciting match. I think these two teams have a lot to play for. A lot of experienced players and a lot of fighting spirit. So it's going to be a very exciting match. Obviously, Yohan and Kimani are two attacking batsmen. Obviously, having these two guys at the top will create a lot of impetus for the Ginger Generals. So it'll be interesting to see how Imran approaches his first over. He's a very aggressive bowler. he loves to bang the ball into the wicket. He don't like to pitch up the ball and see the batsman come forward. He loves to express himself. So it'll be interesting to see how he starts this innings.
Yes, and certainly going forward, there's a few players we're probably going to talk a little bit about, but as we continue, Imran Joseph is picking up the attack from the northern end. He's going to bowl the first delivery to the right-handed Kimani Milius, and he's over the wicket, bowled to Milius outside the off stump. Seeing him a little bit, Milius just pushing tentatively. This one goes through the keeper. Just loosen up delivery bowled there by Joseph.
Yeah, looking at this field, and again, you wouldn't be expecting him to pitch up any balls, but I guess, obviously in this form of cricket, you can always double bluff the batsman, so that ball was pitched up and it moved away. Kimani, Milius just hanging on the back foot a bit, but, I'm sure we're going to see a fair amount of hard length deliveries.
Good delivery, pushed down to extra cover, but enough time to pick up a single there. Small, good length, and you could see that there is some intent in first two deliveries he bowled there by Joseph. Seemingly loosen up, but there seemed to be an intent of him trying to pitch the ball in the right areas.
Yeah, but if you realize most of the balls that he's pitched up so far, it was somewhat slower deliveries.
Yeah,
The balls that he would generate his pace from his back in the wicket. So obviously, Yohan Jeremiah being a left-hander, it will be interesting to see what plans he comes up with.
So the field for Jeremiah, third man on the boundary seemed to be Noel, backward point, extra cover mid-off. All these, and for Jeremiah, wide off the off stump, and no shot offered. Just picking up the line there is Jeremiah, and allow this one to go through outside the off stump. On the leg side, four fielders, mid on 80 and the captain, straightish mid wicket, backward square on the fielder on the boundary, and a short fine leg. Joseph remains over the wicket to the left-handed Yohan Jeremiah. Has been one of our prolific batsmen in the tournament.
Definitely.
A short delivery, and you can see picking up some pace there. Just having a little difficulty. He played it down to a sort of gully position, and they come through for a leg by.
Right, yeah, I think Imran is probably having a change of heart in this innings. I think that he's looking to bowl a bit fuller, even though he has middle and mid-off. Because one of the things that we've realized, a lot of the bowlers or the batsmen, they plan for the opposition. And, coming up against, I know that he loves to bowl, really short. And the batsman would be expecting that. So probably he, as a bowler, would try and, change that up a bit.
Joseph, and this is a short lifting delivery. Well played by Milius. This is one that he really took off. But Milius really got himself in good position. Just pulling out of it and allow it to go through.
Yeah, that was expected. I personally thought that he took really long to bowl that delivery. Normally, he would come in the second ball of the over. But like I said, it seems like he's had a change of plan and just trying to be, mix up his lengths a bit more and be less predictable.
Well, I had a little chat with him this morning, and I hope that maybe you would have picked up something. Let's see as he once again to Milius, another short delivery played. Just stay this one down to third man. It goes down to the boundary for 4. Again, using the pace. And just playing it over with that sort of gully position. And the third man had to move quickly to the right. But he really went past him for 4.
Yeah, that was very well played by Kimani. Obviously, Imran, going back to his natural length. And Kimani was looking to duck, but obviously, the ball didn't rise as much. And I must say kudos to him. He kept his eyes on the ball, and he just steered it down to third man for 4.
Yeah, 6 without loss at the end of the first over. Milius 5 from 4 delivery. Jeremiah not yet off the mark. He has faced 2 deliveries. But just going back to Joseph, I had a little discussion with him this morning, and the intent of trying to focus a bit more. Sometimes he can be carried away because of what happens outside. And as you said, the player is going to give him talk. We have to be strong enough to stand up and just to focus. The discipline part of his bowling, I thought that, I had to talk to him about that. And let's hope. I think, as you see, he started off well. And then after he began to bowl short, let's hope that, he would probably just focus a little bit more, a little more discipline.
Yeah, Imran is a very feisty character. He's very confident, and he enjoys his cricket. So obviously, that personality will definitely show in his bowling. And he do tend to get into a lot of confrontation, and like I said, that has a lot to do with his confidence in himself and what he can do. So let's just hope that he continue to learn and do what is required by the captain.
There on Ned, and he's going to pick it up from that southern end. He's bowled to Jeremiah. Jeremiah is driving straight to the backward point. No chance of run. Delivery right up. And went straight to the fielder. Jeremiah has been pretty prolific in this tournament. Really played some fine innings.
Yeah, it was pretty difficult to bowl though when he played them. But the thing is, he's not slugging. He's playing really good cricket shots. He's watching the ball and he's hitting through the line. And like I said, the pitch is really conducive for shot playing. So, it's a recipe for good cricket.
Ned to Jeremiah. Jeremiah looking to push this one. Just comes off the pad. And Joseph coming from backward square. And the amble, another single.
Yeah, if we notice, Johan is moving a little bit gingerly. I think he was struggling with a bit of a hamstring issue. He was in some conversations with the physio before the game as to what he should do. But, I think he decided to play. But, he's moving a bit gingerly. So, obviously, we could see that, he started a bit, more sedate than he normally does, So, we'll just see how he progresses throughout the innings.
Yeah, and as you said that you see him come down, just bending a little bit, having discussion with his partner. Let's hope that he would be able to carry on. The right-handed Milius comes into strike. As net to Milius. Milius again covers up and plays to mid-wicket. Again, there's batsman pick up a single.
Yeah, I think we're seeing that deploy from the Clove team is to bowl pretty straight. I think as time goes by, the wicket is going to die out a bit. It's going to start to play a bit more low and slow. And I think bowling the ball, straight is going to be the way forward. So I think that's the plan they have gone with so far. And it's working out pretty well.
You seem to be reading it pretty well. Ned it is. He's going to bowl to the left-handed Jeremiah. And he's hitting this one. Let's see the cover fielder, extra field. He's going back. That drops the catch. Really a bad miss there. Again, looking for the drive, not getting hold of it. And the batsman will take the opportunity to come back for an extra run. As we look at the replay, slower delivery.
Yeah, like I said, that's going to be the way moving forward in this tournament. The wicket is going to, start to die out. So, a lot of cutters, a lot of balls into the wicket and bowling straight is going to be the way forward. I must say the catching in the tournament so far has been something left to question. A lot of catches has gone down. The reason why I'm not too sure, but I think, a lot of the teams will try and improve on that aspect.
So, Milius. Again, this one is played to mid-wicket. Again, the batsman pick up another single. Has been pretty good line by Ned this particular over.
One more.
So it's 12 without loss. We are in the second over. Milius on 7. Johan Jeremiah is on 3.
Yeah, I think the Clove would be, pretty satisfied with the start they've had. And like I said, before the game, the tone of the innings is always set by how you start. So, they're just looking to continue in that vein with the ball.
Jeremiah strike our next delivery right up, and again, it seemed to be a slow one. Jeremiah made no contact, and at the ends of Ned's first over. Very good over. A run rate at 6. It's 12 without loss after 2 overs.
Yeah, I think a lot of the bowlers who would be successful, in this version and on this wicket are the ones who can mix up their pace. I think, you don't want to be too predictable in your lines, in your length, and the pace that you bowl. So, bowling the ball into the wicket, using your cutters, just varying it, keep the batsman guessing. It would really help the captain.
Yeah, and that's something we seem not to be seeing in the previous games in terms of the variation. I think there haven't been much variation in terms of the quicker bowlers bowling the slow balls and different things like that. But as you say, I think it's an important part of your bowling.
Yeah, it is very important, but it would all come down to the bowler himself. What is he comfortable doing? If he doesn't have that skill, then it would be very difficult to ask him to come and do it on the day. So you would find that the guys who have more experience and know how to bowl these various deliveries and at the right time is also very important. Then they would execute it.
So we see in the off spin of Jaron Noel, and he's going to be bowling from this northern end, or the commentary boot end, or the Dabo end. The right arm off spin, and he bowls over the wicket. The right-handed Milius, and his first delivery short. Milius goes back and hit, and again this goes through the field at extra cover, and goes down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, that was a lovely shot by Kimani. That ball just being back pitched by Noel. Kimani just giving himself some room, and it was cracked through the offside. The fielder would have to do pretty well to catch that ball.
Yeah, certainly. What we have seen in the tournament, there has been a lot of bad deliveries. When I say bad deliveries, short deliveries, that has picked up quite a bit of wicket, and this was short, and it almost went to the extra cover.
Yeah, as a batsman, your job is to get away the bad balls. No matter where you hit it, but you just have to get it away. So that's the most important thing.
Push back along the wicket, and Noel himself feels. It's 16 without loss. We are into the third over. Another short delivery. Looking to cut.
And again, another drop catch.
Yeah, just seemed to
by the wicketkeeper.
So we continue to see those catches being dropped.
Yeah, that ball was just a bit close to Kimani. The length was pretty similar to the last boundary he hit, but this one was just on top of off. He tried to cut it and edge the keeper, but to no avail.
Milius on 11. So far, he has faced 9 deliveries. The off spin of Noel, again another short delivery, hit down to mid wicket. The fielder just comes off the boundary. Joseph. And Milius picking up another single. 17 without loss. And Milius goes into double figure. He's on 12. Left-handed Jeremiah, who also gave a chance, comes into strike. But really lovely conditions. Cricket.
Yes, it really is. We've been blessed with some wonderful weather, and even if the rain came, it wasn't for too long. The groundsmen did a pretty good job, in securing the wickets. But we've been having some lovely weather.
Noel comes around the wicket to the left-handed Jeremiah. Short delivery, again hit to the mid-on fielder in T10. Ball travelling rather quickly.
Yeah, Noel is bowling a pretty good length. He's using the wicket. He's not just tossing up the ball, and he's varying his pace pretty well. And he's bowling straight, so I think that's the most important thing.
And a short delivery hit over backward square, and this is going to go into the boundary for 4. Just seems to be strained down the leg side, and Jeremiah just inside of it picked it up and hit it over backward square.
Yeah, that was a pretty good shot by Johan. Obviously, the ball didn't bounce that much, so he did pretty well to get under it and to ensure that he got it over the square leg.
So it's 21 without a loss. The end of the third over. Noel is first over, going for 9. Net is over, going for 5. And Jeremiah on 7 from 8 deliveries. Milius on 12 from 10 deliveries. It's 21 without loss after 3 overs. Just to ask you, Kavim, you just come off the St. Vincent T10 tournament. How would you compare in terms of first of all, the pitch to this one here?
Yeah, the pitch here is much better. Yeah, it's, like I said, it's more conducive for shot making. The one in St. Vincent is just a little bit slower, a little bit lower. But however, the boundaries in St. Vincent and the stadium on a whole is a bit smaller. So one of the discussions that we had when we came over here was that if this pitch was in St. Vincent, there would have been a lot more runs being scored. Definitely.
So Ned continues second over, 2 Milius. And good length delivery, just coming into the batsman. He played it just around the corner. A short fine leg, just moved around. So there's one more, 22 without loss. Milius moved to 13.
Yeah, we could clearly see the plan by Ned is to bowl straight to Kimani. And again, using the wicket, not leaving the stumps at all. No hands, to free through the offside. So it'll be interesting to see what his plan is to Johan.
So the left-handed Jeremiah comes into strike. He's on 7. And this delivery again, looking for the big hit, not timing it as it go to backward square. Imran Joseph in that position comes in, pick up another single. That move is total to 8. And it's 23 without loss. So we talk about the pitch in terms of the competitiveness of the teams. How competitive it has been. In
Yeah, I
terms
think
of all the teams.
Yeah, the competitive nature is pretty similar. Everybody wants to win. Everybody has that fighting spirit. But I think just the varying factor is the wicket. The wicket here is very, very good.
And Ned, Milius again right up, and sensible bowling by Ned there as Milius looking to give himself room, and he just brings it right up just between middle and leg. All he could have done was to come down on it and push it out on the onside, pick up another single.
Yeah, as we can see, Ned is someone who really understands his bowling and what is required at the moment. He looks at the batsman very closely. Kimani tried to back away and give himself room to the offside, but Ned followed him, and like I said, he doesn't leave the stumps.
Jeremiah is driving again at just over backward point again, and this going to go down to the boundary for 4. Again, this one just flying off the edge. He looking to hit over cover, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, Ned again. That was a slower delivery. One tried to tug it through the onside, but obviously just splicing off the face of the bat and going over point. But I think that's really good bowling from Ned. He's using the wicket. He's not giving the batsman any pace to work with, so it's up to them to try and improvise.
28 without loss. Darren Ned. This one is outside the off stump and signal wide by umpire John Mark. Again, outside the off stump, he moving further away from the left-handed Jeremiah. We still in the power play. It's 29 without loss. And Ned in his second over so far, none for 12. Just missing his run there. Yeah, as we speak about the competitive nature, I'm thinking of in terms of the mix of the team. I know we had players again from the Windwards.
Yeah.
In your view, were the team balanced? Were there any team that was much stronger, as the case may be? As Ned to Jeremiah. Jeremiah again looking to hit somewhere over long on gain ball. Pitch on good length and moving away from the left-handed batsman. He made no contact. And again another good delivery by Ned.
Yeah, he's like I said, he comes across as a very smart bowler. He's intelligent. He understands what he needs to do, and he's not giving the batsman any pace to work with. He's cutting the ball into the wicket, and the natural variation is doing its job.
His final delivery. Again, pitched up, and this one is hit down too long for 4. Again, just over pitching a bit. But you can see him there again, looking to probably bowl a slower delivery and just happen to just bring it up a bit too much. And Jeremiah took the opportunity to hit down to long off for 4.
Yeah, I think one of the areas that he fell off in this last delivery, the slower ball, it was looped rather than bowling it into the wicket. So Yohan had lots of time to just line it up and hit through the line.
Yeah, you made a very important point there as we see the conclusion of the power play in terms of players understanding what they have to do at the right time. And that's just seemed to be lacking at sometimes. Would you say, as you look at the game played so far?
Yeah, but I think it would also vary with the individual. Obviously, there are players who've played a lot more cricket, locally, regionally, and even internationally. And they're on top of their game. They know what they have to do, when they have to do it, how they have to do it. And then there are others who are now starting or they've just played local cricket. They're not, so in depth as to the various skills and tactics. So I think the more that they're exposed to this kind of cricket, they will learn more, understand, their cricket and cricket on a whole, and it will only, improve on their game.
So Ronald Etienne, the captain, Clove Challengers, and he gonna pick it up from this commentary booth end. The right-handed Milius. The good length delivery and a slower delivery. Not looking to push it too much, just giving it a layer, and it's pushed out on the offside.
Yeah, A10 is someone who tends to just dart the ball at the stumps. You don't give the batsman any room to work with. I think that was a very smart play by Kimani. Just getting off strike, and obviously being a left-handed bowler, bowling to a left-handed batsman. I think that Yohan would probably take a lot more chances against a left-arm spinner.
Well, let's see. As Etienne with the second delivery to Johan, who plays it on backward square position, and they looking to come for 2, but really good movement by the fielder coming off the boundary. So yet another single. That's 35 without loss. We are in the 5th over, and it has been a good start so far by Clove Challengers.
Yeah, I think that they're bowling to a plan. They're bowling the ball into the wicket. They're bowling straight. They're not giving the batsman any arms to work with, and it's faring out pretty well for them so far.
Milius again looking to pull. Again, not getting hold of this one, but again, I agree with you when you say they seem to be playing with a plan, and they actually know what they want to do, and not giving the batsman much opportunity. Short delivery. This is hit turn to cover. The fielder on the cover boundary comes down. Again, it will only be a single. So scoring by singles, 36 without loss, and we are almost at the completion of the 5th over. 4.4 over has been bowled. Jeremiah 17 from 13 deliveries. Milius 15 from 15 delivery. Etienne goes around the wicket to the left-handed Jeremiah with 3 fielders on the boundary. Mid-wicket. And this one is steered lovely, and that beat the third man. Short third man goes down to the boundary for 4. A really good shot by Jeremiah. Good depth touch as he waited on this one and steered past the short third man.
Yeah, Yohan is really adept in using the angles when he's batting. I think we saw that he was looking to chip, but obviously the trajectory that Etienne bowls is very fast and flat into the wicket. He just stopped and just angled the bat and got it backward point. So that was a very smart play by Yohan Jeremiah.
40 without loss. The 5th over. Etienne once again to Jeremiah. Jeremiah is swinging, and where this goes over long on. Again, give a little bit too much air there, and Jeremiah hit this one really well over long on for 6.
Yeah, like I said previously, being a left-arm spinner, and Yohan is a left-arm batsman, he would always take more risk. So that was a very smart play by Yohan, and some impetus to the innings so far.
That's 46. It is 46 without loss after 5 over. Jeremiah moves on to 27. Kavim gonna make way for Stevenson Warm. Certainly, we would hope to have Kavim in sometime later. But certainly, as he has shared a lot a lot of experience and really a lot of knowledge of the players themselves.
I think that Kareem should go into the commentary booth once he's finished his career. Really, I'm highly impressed, really. Good morning to listeners wherever you are. Good start there by Ginger Generals. Not the fastest start in the world after 5:46 without loss.
Yeah, certainly a good start by Clove Challengers. They came off a victory, first victory yesterday, and they really seem to be playing with a plan. I think all the bowlers sort of bowled well. That's 40 weeks going to the 6 over. It's Thomas. He's going to pick it up. Right arm off spin to Milius. Milius is driving, lifting this one. Let's see, two fielders is coming, and really no one got to that delivery as a drop just at the mid-on position. There's a long on, and there's a mid-wicket, straightish mid-wicket on the boundary, and no one was able to get to that delivery.
We're too flat-footed.
It really went high there. One thought that really someone probably the long on.
Yeah. Just wondered why the long on fielder didn't make an effort at it. Dropped in no man's land in the end.
Short deliveries, and again comes off the edge, goes down to third man, and this going to cross the ropes for another 4. Milius again looking for the big drive. Ball short is just outside the off stump, but he give him the opportunity really to swing the arms there, and it took the edge, go down to a vacant slip position, and he pick up another big boundary that brings up the 52 without loss. Partnership of 52, run rate of 9.75 as Thomas. Just again reverse sweep there, but again goes straight to that short final, which is Bishop. So one more to Milius. That takes his score on to 22. He has so far faced 18 deliveries.
Well, the Ginger Generals, they've really set a good platform here. They've not lost a wicket. We're in over number 6. And it is a fine opportunity, in my estimation, for them to go all out now. This is where the Pistons should be really firing.
So Jeremiah on 27 from only 15 deliveries. As Thomas now would come around the wicket to bowl to the left-handed Jeremiah. Jeremiah is hitting this one down to long on. The fielder Noel just comes off the boundary there.
Well done, Jay. Well done, Jay.
And,
Well done, Jay.
another single. So Jeremiah,
So far, so good, Pecky.
54 into the 6th over.
I don't know how much we appreciate the skill of Johan Jeremiah. He's a fine player. He's so talented.
And for this delivery, Milius is swinging this one. This is going to clear the boundary. Easy over long on. Really big 6 by Milius there, picking this one up, which was pitched up, and really hit it a long way, probably just to 100 yards.
Well, he picked the ball up from outside the off stump. Let's look. Yes, from outside the off stump. With the angle, little bit of inward movement, and he went under it and lifted it high and hard and handsome. That was a huge hit, really big hit. Fantastic camera work again. And we keep applauding the cameramen for such an outstanding job they've been doing. Really great work, great work.
Yeah, both Colin and Reggie have been really doing some great work. Another big shot by Milius. Both batsmen on 28. And as we are into the 6th over, 60 without loss.
You know, it'd be nice, Rapel. You hardly hear very much about the technical people and the sort of things that they do. They always work behind the scenes, and very often you don't even see their faces, so to speak. Now and again you see my face, your face.
Yeah.
And wonder how challenging this is. As a cameraman, for example, to be out there for practically the entire day. You got to concentrate on every ball, so to speak. It must be challenging. We get a little break up here, don't we? And we can have a drink of coffee or something like that, but they don't seem to have much a break, do they?
Yeah, they have to be really focused for the 10 overs, every delivery. But it calls for a lot of commitment, and one have to love what they do. And certainly, I think based on what we are seeing, it's person have been doing it with a passion.
Yes, that's what life is all about. If you don't enjoy it, I would say don't do it. If you love what you do and you've got passion about it, that's when, of course, you tend to be much more productive.
Thomas just have one delivery to complete the 6th over. He has so far gone for 14 in this over.
Took a long time to retrieve the ball too.
Yes, I wonder if it took quite a little while to retrieve the ball. Wondering whether or not they would have probably bring out a replacement ball.
Just tells you how huge the 6 was. It was a really big hit.
So we are still waiting. The umpires just seem to be concerned about something in the area where that shot was hit. Now we see well, the player just coming onto the field. So Casimir Thomas. Milius again is hitting this one. Let's see, goes down to cover. The fielder comes young again and just misjudged this one and just drop and goes over the rope for 4 and will be disappointed. Another catch go begging.
Yes, no, we do understand that all catches are not the same. The degree of difficulty obviously is more than others. But, when you make those efforts, you get to the ball, you've got to take the catch. That's what it's all about, taking the catch. It's more than just the effort.
Yeah, I think he had time, and it actually seemed as though he didn't touch his hand, but he really had time to get into position. So it completes the 6th over, run rate at 11. 66 without loss. Milius moves to 34. Johan Jeremy on 28, and really, as you said, good platform. There's 4 overs to go. Thomas, first over, going for 20. He would not be happy, really, of that last delivery.
You want to get at least 40, 50 runs of these final 4. Get them to over the 100 and maybe 110 mark.
Yeah, I think they would be much happier with the 120. Jerry Noel in the 2nd over, and he's going to bowl to the left-handed Jeremiah. Short delivery, looking to pull. Would be a safe shot, get it over the bowler's head. Probably one of the safest position on the field, over the bowler's head. There's no one in that position. Picked up the single in the process.
Interesting that some captains tend to, especially with the advent of 2020 cricket in recent times, the long off. I've seen several captains who tend to have their long off or long on, as the case may be, almost directly behind the bowler's arm. Yeah. Because people tend to want to go straight down the ground.
Milius. And this one is pulling this one over long on for 6. Really get into really good position and pick this one up just from outside the off stump and playing with the turn, hit it over long on for 6.
Now, how good is that shot? It really was a fantastic shot. Not that the delivery was perilously short, but he went deep into the crease and pulled it over the mid-wicket area of 6. That was a great shot.
73, and they seem to be turning it on. Milius moves to 40. And this one is hit over cover, and it goes for another big 6. Again, giving himself some room and really hitting this one over an extra cover. Again for another huge 6.
Yes, he got to the pitch and lifted it. It was right outside the off stump too. And so he used the angle and he used a little movement away and lifted it over the extra cover area. There's nothing iffy about that. That was cleanly hit for 6.
So 79 as Noel. And this one is swung down to long leg for another 4. Straying down the leg side and with a short fine leg in place. Just went to the left of the fine leg and goes all the way down to the boundary for 4.
This one was of contrasting direction because the previous one was way outside the off stump that he heaved over extra cover. This one was outside the leg stump that he swung down to backward square, down to long leg rather. And he got his 15-23.
Yeah, 15-23 deliveries. And really, it has been really good batting by the opening pair. I think when Clove Challengers began, And Milius having to reach for this one again from outside the off stump. And the batsman are going to pick up 2 runs. The fielder coming off the boundary. So that's 2 more.
Well, Noel was going after the ball and then decided to turn back, slipped and slid, and had to go back to the bowler's end to do the backup.
So 85 without loss. We still in the 7th over. Noel none for 28 so far.
19 runs in this over so far.
Yeah, really has been a good over. As Noel, another short delivery. This one going to hit down to the fielder. Joseph taking the catch on the boundary. Again, probably getting too quick into it. It's a slow delivery and wasn't able to get much pace onto it and went straight down to Joseph, who accepted the catch. And that's the wicket of Kimani Milius, caught by Joseph, bowled by Noel, with the final delivery of his spell for 52.
Well, what would you say in this duo, this battle? Who really won? Well, in the end, we got to say that Noel won, but not before some 28 runs were taken off. And if you're looking at it from the context of the game, I would say that Milius won this.
Yeah, most definitely. Yes, definitely. But we have to give, I think we have to give the opening pair of Ginger Generals quite a lot of credit. When we started, the Clove challengers were bowling really well, just keeping it very tight. And I think they dig in, despite a few chances, but they actually dig in and took their time. And we have seen, just coming off the 6th over, the 5th over, they really begin to open up. And at 85 for 1, with still 3 overs to go, I think they really in a good position to probably get up to at least 120.
Cato's knock, last knock was a very lovely knock, and I think he has an opportunity here really to come. And the platform has already been laid. That's a good thing. 21 deliveries to go. They will want to double that, really, maybe 2 runs per ball, so to speak.
So Thomas in the 2nd over, his 1st over going for 20. Jeremiah is hitting this one down to long on, straight down to the fielder. That's Noel on the boundary who takes the catch. Again, I guess looking to clear that long on area. But Noel picking up the catch at long on. And Jeremiah following his partner for 20. He went going for 29. The score 85 for 2.
The opening pair could be very proud of themselves. Yes, they would have loved to push on, but a good opening stand by these two. And again, they've laid a good, solid, firm platform for the middle order batsmen that follow to come really and belt the rest of the overs remaining. Some 20 balls remaining. And the platform, in my humble opinion, is nicely set, nicely put for a pretty good score.
Yeah, I agree with you. Captain Kito, he said earlier in the interview he'd want to get upper 100. Yeah, 15 runs short of that 100, just in the 8th over. So Noel, 2 overs, no maiden, 28 runs, 1 wicket. Casimir Thomas in the 2nd over. He's picked up his 1st wicket for 20. So there's long on the boundary, there's the mid wicket on the boundary, the backward square on the boundary, and a short fine leg. Big gap on the leg side. The left-handed Daniel McDonald hit this one to backward point. Again, and really just threw it in no man's land, and they probably could pick up 2 runs here. As that ball went slowly down, and Joseph, who was on the mid-wicket boundary, really having to come in a long way. McDonald picking up 2 runs.
Yeah, those are 2 giveaways, so to speak.
This one is pushed back
Pull him out.
to the bowler. Score 87 for 2. Daniel McDonald, a run rate of 11.60. As he comes around the wicket, ball to the left-handed. He's pushing forward, and see, wait for the signal. Seem to hit on the pad. Let's see it. Leg by signal. Umpire John Mark. It's 88 for 2. Yeah. Good decision. Just heading down the leg side.
Well, there's a kind that every keeper would appeal to, especially in this version. They tend to appeal for anything that looks tight enough, close enough. They'll go up in thunderous appeal.
The captain Keto is going to face his first delivery from Thomas. As Thomas comes around the wicket ball to Keto. Keto is back, looking to beat the backward point. He made no contact. Much better over by Thomas in the second over. First over going for 20. Pick up the important wicket of Johan Jeremiah. Yes, Thomas. Keto is hitting straight, lovely shot, and this is going to go over long on for 6. What a beautiful shot. They get into the right position to over pitch delivery and make it look so easy.
Yes, nobody moved. It was a good old-fashioned shot. Didn't lose his shape at all. That was a lovely thing about it. Just try to hit it as straight as possible, not going across the line. And all the fielders just had to look rather helplessly as the ball sailed over long on. Fine shot, really lovely shot.
94 for 2 at the end of the 8th over. Keto off the mark with 6. He would be having a lot of confidence. Did play some good innings. Is Keto.
What's your predicted score here, Rifel? I'm saying 114.
I'm still looking at about 120.
Okay, let's go. Neither of us are betting men. That's the interesting thing about it. But we'll have a little bit of fun up here. So I'm going at 114. You're going at 120.
120. Joseph, his first over going for 5. Bowler pretty good over. First over. Was not trying to do anything really funny. Just came in and tried to put the ball in the right area. He's coming back with his second over. And the left-handed McDonald.
Good first over he had, though.
Yeah, I think it's one of his better first over. Not trying to do too much. He's up to wicket ball, and this one again is the batsman looking to hit square. Timing, just bouncing in front of him. Ball goes just back to the keeper. So that's a single to McDonald. He's on the 3. It's 95 for 2.
How important it is, of course, to keep your cool when you're playing this version of the game, or any versions for that matter.
Well, I think it's very important, because if you keep cool, you tend to concentrate a lot more. So you probably would be much more effective. Keto, short delivery, goes down to the boundary for 4. No ball being called. And he looking to swing, comes off the bat there and really flew over the keeper head. He had no chance. And Keto picking up another important boundary that pushes the score up to 100 for 2.
Well, that delivery plus the free hit that we're having now gets me a little scared, because my projection of 114 seemed to be in trouble now.
Remember that this is a funny old game. Glorious uncertainty. So Keto faces, and Keto swing this one. This going to clear long on wide long on very easily for another 6. And here again, he's taking advantage of the free hit.
Yes. The interesting thing in this tournament so far, Rafel, the bowlers have gotten the better of the free hits. We've seen quite a number of free hits because we've got quite a number of no balls bowled, and not many of them have yielded 6 and 4s. This one was a mammoth hit, really. Got underneath it and lifted it quite handsomely over mid-wicket.
Yeah, I think it was a slower ball by Joseph. Let's see what he does. Full toss right up. Again, Keto had to come down on this one. Slower delivery again. See Joseph just seemingly doing a little bit more thinking. Just seem to ease the aggression and trying to get it right.
You've got to be thinking and decide. As he turns to the top of his mark, he should be decisive as to what he's going to do with that
Pitched
ball.
up again, and this one didn't pass fast from the off stump, but I guess they're probably Keto again looking for that shot. It did look as though it was in the slot from where we sit here.
Well, you haven't done a whole lot of bowling in your life. Yes, I know that you've done a bit, but you were not known to be a bowler. I'm going to ask you this question.
Joseph to Keto. Keto is hitting this one down the ground. The long on in Bishop comes around quickly. Good feeling by Bishop. Limit the batsman to 1.
Yes. So at what point after you deliver your delivery and you're getting ready to go back, would you decide this is what I'm going to bowl? My next delivery.
Well, again, you have to somewhat look at the batsman, take a page from the batsman, how the batsman plays, and based on the delivery that you bowl, you would know in your mind the sort of delivery you'll want to bowl. I think it's a decision you have to make pretty quickly, but I think you will make it based on the delivery you bowl before, how the batsman plays.
So on your way back,
Yeah, you'll begin to think on your way back. You know that you cannot pitch up to that particular batsman because what is going to happen, how the batsman is playing. I think one of the things that is so essential as a bowler, to be able to pick the weakness of a batsman easily. Where is his weak area? You will need to know that. And knowing that, will give you an indication, an idea where you would want to bowl the next delivery.
so you think it is much more difficult for the spinner, for example. The fast bowler can go back to his bowling mark, and the spinner's got only just a few strides back.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, you're right. It probably would be a little bit harder for the spinners. From a short distance, it would be a little bit harder. So this ball is choked as we go into the 10th over. It goes down to long on for a single. So we're still within. It's 109 for 2 and we're in the 10th over.
Yes, Ripple said 120. I said 114. Let's see who's going to be closer to that.
And ATN is bowling the last over.
Yes.
So if he will be bowling to Keto, who's on 17, he's from 7 deliveries. He's around there, we could bowl to Keto. Keto hits this. Look at the hit again, not timing, goes back to ATN. So you look spot on to get closer to your target. 4 deliveries left, 109 for 2.
Yeah.
Ronald ATN, left arm around the wicket, bowl to Keto, pitch up Keto, looking for the big shot again. Not making contact. It goes down to short third man. And see any sign from the umpire? Seem to get back onto it. 110. Keto moves to 18.
Yes, 110. My magic figure is 114. Raphael's 120.
So I see this game is funny old game. Glorious uncertainty. McDonald faces. He's looking to swing. This one will go down to the boundary and we'll wait for the signal. Big swing offered by McDonald. And it's 4 runs. Got some bat onto it.
Okay, so it's
yes.
now
Got some
right
bat
on the
onto it.
114 that I talked about. So, well, let's see whether I can get up to that 120 mark.
2 deliveries to go. 114. And ETN. So far, none for 19. As he's honors the ball. And this one is driven to mid-wicket. And let's see, they probably might be... Yes, they're going for 2. And someone should be, they get through for 2. 116. So we probably may just fall between. 117.
Interesting that.
116 for 2. Ronald 18. Final delivery. He's going to go to McDonald. McDonald down the track, driving straight down the ground. And this going to cross the boundary for 4. Lovely shot. And goes over the rope for 4. 120.
Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Can't believe it. Raphael Cody got it right. 120 predicted. I predicted 114. And, well, Raphael, it's a good thing you're not a betting man. 120 for 2. McDonald 14, Cato 18 of 9. This is a good working total. Pretty good working total. So, Ginger Generals, I think they've got a good total on hand here of 120 for 2. Cato 18. McDonald not out 14. And ATN, of course, one of the main bowlers for the for Clove. He's produced none for 25 of his allotment of 2. So let's just look a little bit here at the scorecard. Milius and Johan Jeremiah, they both really batted so very well and got the Generals off to a great start. Milius was caught Joseph of the bowling of Noel for 52, 25 balls, spent just about 34 minutes at the crease, 4 fours and 4 massive sixes. Johan Jeremiah was caught Noel of the bowling of Thomas for 29, 18 balls, 4 fours, 1 6, and they too really did a fantastic job. Roland Cato not out, 18, 49 balls, and Daniel McDonald not out, 14 of 9. So 120 for 2, 120 for 2, the run rate being 12, exactly 12, and Imran Joseph, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 18, 18, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 25, Joseph, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 18, Darren Ned, 2 overs, no maiden, none for 16, and Gerard Noel, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 28. Casimir Thomas, of course, picked up 1 for 28. So, interesting tussle that we're gonna have here this afternoon. Just 2 wickets falling, and Ginger Generals 120 for 2, 120 for 2, and it is a pretty decent total. Anything past maybe the 110 mark, 115 mark, you want to call it a pretty good total. And with a run rate of exactly 12 runs per over, it means that the Clovites, they would really have to work hard to go over the victory line.
Well, I think it has been, the first half of the game have been a good one. I thought that the bowlers bowled well, and the batsmen also batted well. I think they had to stick it out the first few overs, first 4-5 overs, and then we've seen them progress in the last 5 overs. So probably just around the 70 runs, just around that was scored in the last 5. I think they played it well. I think one can say that the first half of this game, I think, was very balanced in terms of what we have seen. We have seen some good cricket, some good batting, some good bowling. Again, the catches needs a lot to be desired in terms of the catching. But generally, one could have seen a lot more planning into this game. And I think both teams need to be given credit for the first half of this game.
So you show right, Raphael, put it quite well. Clove challengers, they're going to be going after a victory target of 121. Ginger Generals 120 for 2, and we'll be here to bring you the chase, the run chase. Clove challengers, they'll be chasing 120. We'll be on hand to bring you the broadcast.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Seoul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
So, wherever your journey begins.
delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies. Grenada comes the Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 2.0 cricket competition. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spice Isle T10 2.0 cricket competition. April 5th to the 18th. Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass, here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a jab cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now. But we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
So Merced Mountain has this amazing 55 acres of complete rainforest, estate, organic, natural environment. We believe that when you come to Grenada, there's so many things to explore and see, and you can come to Merced Mountain and volunteer.
We do organic farming. Tourists could come in and enjoy themselves up here.
You can plant trees, you can pick fruits, you can harvest spices with us, and you actually give back to the island.
We have that great atmosphere, so I think it's a great place that tourists will love to be, and they will enjoy themselves as fully as you can be.
We have an awesome team of agriculture workers here at Merced Mountain. When you come here, you get to connect with Mr. McIntosh and Mr. Richardson, and you leave here as a friend. You know, you become very close to people, and here will always be a home away from home, and you're always welcome back.
Welcome to Merced Mountain. Come and join us in voluntary tourism.
Deeply rooted in our rich ancestral traditions. Spice Mass, the return.
So, welcome back, and we're going to have our run chase here. And just to remind you, Ginger General's got 120 for 2. And Clove Challengers opening today with Junior Henry and Teddy Bishop. And Denroy Charles Bowles turned up on the onside, get the first run. Henry immediately after mark. Challenge in total, this is going to be 121 for victory. They've got to score at 2 runs per ball to get there.
Yeah, it would call for really disciplined batting by Clove Challengers. The likes of Bishop. They'll want to know that he will settle down today. Gets a big score.
Charles to Bishop. Bishop is looking to swing down the leg side wide, confirmed by umpire Mark with outstretched arms, and the total has gone on 0-2. I want to say hello to listeners wherever you're listening to the broadcast. Hope you're getting it loud and clear. Charles is in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop is looking to swing that down to the deep mid-wicket area, and the ball drops just in front of the fielder coming in. Not the greatest of effort in the world there. I wonder if he just may have lost sight of it for a fleeting moment.
Well, I would think Larry Edwards, who is in that position, really probably felt he would not have been able to make it. So just relax and just make sure that there's only a single.
Charles bowls, and Henry comes forward. Just a little bit squared up though. Pushes it out in the offside. The bowler runs across, picks up on his follow through, and there is no run. Still 3 without loss. Such a lovely conditions here at the National Cricket Stadium. Bright sunshine as Charles is in and bowls to Henry. Henry is turning that neatly just behind square. Thought about a single, and there's an appeal for run out there at the non-striker's end as the return came in very quickly, and umpire Mark saying not out.
Yeah, good work by Redhead backward square leg there. Bishop really was rushing down the wicket and had to really scamper back quickly.
Yeah, he used his ability to throw the ball, and it was a sharp return.
Let's go, General.
Here once more is Charles will move in to bowl to Henry. He is moving in now and bowls to Henry, who is coming forward. There's an appeal for leg before. Not out, says the umpire. The ball is going down to third man. They've gone for one. Will come back for the second. Pull back there before the ball actually got over the boundary line by Cato. But the appeal was really vociferous, and umpire Mark said not out. And meanwhile, both batsmen saw the opportunity for 2 leg byes, and they got it.
Yeah, very confident at appeal. But umpire John Mark really was pretty confident with the decision that he made there. Let's hope that we could have seen a replay of that.
Here comes Charles is in now and bowls, and Henry turns that up on the onside. Out to mid-wicket, will get a comfortable single. So he is now gone on to 2, Henry, and the total is pushed on to 6 without loss. 6 without loss, 1 over gone. So a sedate start here by Clove Challengers. But don't forget, they've got a pretty big total. 115 more to go of 54.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I think also that when you look at Ginger General, I think the first over went for 6 also. But have been a good over by Charles. I think he really have been bowling a lot straighter. He didn't give the batsman much room. And that delivery, which was hit, I think it was Henry on the pad, was a good delivery. But John Mark have been making some very, very good decisions in terms of his judgment. And he looked very confident, say not out.
Yeah, that's the thing about umpiring. You've got to make your mind quickly and make up your mind quickly, and you've got to be very firm about your decisions. All adjudicators, they've got to be firm. If you're a boxing referee, you've got to be fair and you've got to be firm. I always believe that. So it's going to be Javed St. Paul who is going to move in, get ready to bowl to Henry. Henry's 2, 6 without loss. St. Paul moves in now to bowl to Henry, who is taking an outside edge. The ball goes down to third man, and it's cut off. They won't come back for the second. I think it might be Larry Edward down there making a good stop, having to move across to his left, to his good hand, so to speak, natural left hand, covered about 15 yards, and cut that off. If he didn't, it would have gone all the way to the boundary. Just a 1 brings Bishop now into strike, 7 without loss. As here is St. Paul's once more from just inside the circle, moves in now to bowl to Bishop. Bishop is having a big fling at that outside the yard stump, wayward delivery wide, and 1 more to the total, which has now moved on to 8 without loss.
Yeah, ill-advised shot there by Bishop, ball wide off the off stump. Really, even though it got bat onto it, really would not have been able to get much bat onto it.
There's a third man, backward point, extra cover, and a mid-off. That's the offside field as St. Paul is in now and bowls to Bishop. Bishop looks rather awkward there by a beautifully bowled delivery. That was short, just about the middle stump. And he was looking to get inside the line and pull that maybe in front of square. The ball rushed onto him, came much faster than anticipated, and had height attached to it too. And the keeper collecting behind the stumps.
Yeah, good short delivery bowled by St. Paul. He really was on a good line. And Bishop probably beaten by the pace of it. This one went really quickly.
St. Paul bowls. That's another one. This one would be called a wide. Way over the batsman's head. Again, the effort. There was an effort ball. Dropped short. Took off. And the keeper, when he caught the ball, it was still traveling, so to speak. It was still on the up. Didn't start to descend as yet, so it does tell you the kind of bunks that he got.
Yeah, I wonder if the fast bowlers really probably feel really encouraged bowling on this track. You could see that St. Paul coming in there and really a lot of effort as this ball was played to mid-wicket. There's no chance as the ball really just seemed to be getting a lot of bunks there. And as you said, the keeper had to go up to hold it, pull it down.
Yeah, just looking at Bishop, who has not had the best tournament so far. Just think at times that he's trying to hit the ball too hard. He's not a power hitter. Has to be put in the category more for time of the ball. Here it's what's more St. Paul in now to bowl to Bishop, and Bishop is bowled him. This one, now that's very good bowling. That's very, very good bowling, and it might well have been a slow ball too. It was pitched up. Don't forget the couple of deliveries before, they were short and aggressive. And St. Paul, this is beautiful bowling. Pitched it right up. And Bishop was looking to hit that down the ground. Was beating all ends up. As I said, I thought it was a slower delivery. So Clove challengers, they've lost the first wicket in Bishop, who was just Teddy Bishop, been comprehensively bowled there by Gerald St. Paul. He's gone for 1. And the total Clove challengers, they've lost the first wicket. They're 9 for 1.
Yeah, good delivery by St. Paul. Again, remember he bowled some short stuff from Bishop. This one, it was a slow delivery, just pitch up. I think Bishop, he was really early into the shot. And that ball just came back and hit the off stump. But really has been good bowling by Javel St. Paul.
Yes, I really like that. Now that's the hallmark of a good bowler. You've got to be thinking And I thought he thought very, very well. The fact that he dropped a couple of them that were short, there was steamy deliveries, aggressive deliveries, and that was all right. There was one of them that was called no ball. That's fine, no problem with that. But he was thoughtful enough to pitch one up a little bit slower, and Bishop, looking for the big booming drive, played all around and over it, and was comprehensively bowled. So the new batsman there, the captain himself, Ronald Aitken, is coming. He's going to be facing the music of St. Paul. He's there now and bowls, and he's driving back past the bowler, and a diving effort there at mid-off stops that ball from going down to the straight boundary. So 1 to the skipper. No, gone off the mark. Was that Jeremiah who stopped that ball there? It was him, wasn't it? Yes. Good effort on his part. Here he is once more, is St. Paul in this time to bowl to Henry. Henry's having a big swish at that one outside the off stump, and that seemed to just creep along the carpet. The over comes to an end. Successful over there by Javel St. Paul. Picked up the prize wicket of Teddy Bishop. And after 2 overs, Clove Challengers chasing a victory target of 121. They're 10 for 1.
Yeah, good over by Javel St. Paul. I think good sensible bowling by St. Paul. Bowling a few short deliveries and then being able to hit the line. What was important in this over, his line was really a good line just outside the off stump. And in his first over, picking up that important wicket, despite having 2 wides in the over. But I think you'd be happy to pick up the wicket of Teddy Bishop in that over.
Yes, it was well thought out, well set up, so to speak. I love to see those kinds of cricket where thought goes in and not just waiting for things to happen and waiting for chance to take its toll. No, you've got to allow and make things happen. Don't wait for things to happen. You call that proactive rather than being
really.
reactionary. So it's going to be Redhead from the far end, who's got a lovely approach. He's there and bowls, and that ball is pulled around, badly lined delivery, and is pulled around down to the long leg area for 4. It was down the leg side, and he just got inside the line of it, 18, and helped it on its way. Look at this, how he lifted it so well. Beautiful shot. And that went over the fine leg fielder down to the boundary for 4. Good aggressive shot there by 18. He's gone to 5. He's 14 for 1.
Yeah, good shot by 18. Sometimes you get a bad balls and you still have to put it away. I think this was really confidently played over a short fine leg, a backward square, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
So Redhead from the far end moves in this Alan Donald-like approach. In bright sunshine, passes on par mark and bowls to 18. 18 gets a good delivery, and that squares him up a bit. He's gone down to third man. They're coming back for the second run, and they return to the keeper's end. They get 2, so 2 more to 18 from a good delivery. Just squared him up a bit, took the outside edge, went down to third man, and it yielded 2. He's now gone on to 7. Well, he scored all 7 runs so far in the partnership. Total has gone to 16 for 1 as the deep backward square comes into the circle. Here once more is Redhead in now to bowl to 18. 18 is looking to hit that. Could see the big, great intention, big booming drive he attempted. And don't forget the mid-on is inside the circle, Rafael. So I think he saw that and wanted to go over mid-on. Didn't make contact. Keeper collecting behind the stumps.
Yeah, good testing delivery bowled by Redhead. Etienne looking to clear the mid-on. Again, the ball leaving him slightly, but he's been able to get some good bonks there as it left the right-handed Etienne.
Redhead moves in, none for 3 so far. Would pass the umpire now and bowls to 18. 18 is getting inside the line, looking to tuck it behind square, and the return comes in. He was in fact seeking the single, and Edward was coming in from backward square, beg your pardon, on the leg side rather quickly, and I think quite rightly sent back by Henry. There was more than an element of danger there in that attempted single.
Yeah, I think it was a good communication really to stop ATN from running there. As we know, Larry was pretty quick on the ground and really rushed in quickly.
Here is Reddit in now and bowls to Etienne. Etienne is driving down to the long off area. The catch has been taken. Oh no, that's a great catch. That's a wonderful catch by Cato. Down at long off. That's where he placed himself because I think he had enough confidence. And the ball was pitched up. He was looking to drive straight. He did get it pretty well, meatily onto the bat and lifted it down to the long off area. And Cato coming across took a magnificent catch and still had the frame of mind to ensure that he did not touch the boundary line. He was just about a foot or so inside the line. That was close, but it was a great catch. So the second wicket has gone. Clove challengers, they've lost their captain. Etienne now caught there by Roland Cato down on the long off boundary of the bowling of Reddit. He's gone for 7. Clove challengers, well, they've got a challenge on hand here now. They're 16 for 2.
Yeah, lovely catch and a big wicket there. Etienne being caught, and again, tremendous work by the cameramen to pick up every part of that catch. Again, Etienne was an over-pitch delivery. I think he would have been better if he looked to hit it straighter. But again, Redhead have been able to get the ball just to leave a little bit of right-hander. And you could see it not really coming off the middle of the bat, but went very quickly. And Keto on a long off boundary, just moving across and took a very good catch.
Yeah. Nice catch, really nice catch, and still had the frame of mind and knowledge as to where he was. I've seen many catches like those before where the fielder step onto the boundary line. He did a fine job in staying inside. So Darren Ned would take strike to Redhead brings him forward, takes the bottom hand away and turns it just behind square on the leg side. Jeremiah moving across rather quickly from a fine leg, but couldn't prevent the batsman from crossing for a single. So Ned is off the mark. He's gone to 1, and in fact he'll be taking strike. And at the end of 3 Clove challengers, they're 17 for 2.
Yeah, very good over bowled by Nicholas Redhead. After being hit for 4 in the first delivery, really came back well and pick up the important wicket of the captain, Ronald Etienne, and does seem to be able to move the ball about. That last delivery came into the batsman, and they just having a little bit of difficulty, was able to push it out on the onside for a single. But so far, Redhead 1 for 7 in his first over. Really picked up, that really important wicket. Etienne, who have really been the person that really have been doing well for Clove challengers. He's been out in this over.
Yes. So, change of bowling from the northern or the Darbo end as Larry Edward will move in, and he's going to be bowling now to Ned. Here's Edward to Ned. Ned is looking to lift that really down to long on. Doesn't really cue it very well, and the ball goes out on the onside for Larry Edward to just run around and pick the ball up. Here once was Edward, left arm orthodox, round the wicket, and bowls now to Ned. Well, he doesn't bowl. Bowl. He just stuttered a bit. Maybe wasn't quite happy with his approach to the wicket. Goes back as here once was Edward. In now to bowl to Ned. Ned is getting one down the leg side, confirmed as a wide by the umpire. Much too far down the leg side. So takes the total by 1. Extras have now gone up to 6, and the total is pushed on to 18 for 2. Edward once more in, bowls to Ned. Ned is off the back foot, hits the ball out to extra cover. He's on a tight leash here. Edward bowled pretty well so far. Good over. Can he contain Ned? In again and bowls, and it's a shorter delivery that he pushes up to long on, gets a comfortable single. So it's been a good economical over so far. 3 deliveries gone, and just 2 runs off his bowling. That's Edward. 19 for 2. Series in once more and bowls to Henry. Henry gets a delivery that is slow, and had to wait on it. Hit it hard into the ground. Ball went bouncing merrily out to extra cover. Still can't pierce that pretty cordoned offside field. Edward is in again, Bowles, and he lives that. That's a fine shot. That's gone for 6. Over long on. Beautifully hit. It was pitched up, and he went under it and lifted it in a rather regal manner. It sailed over the head of the long on fielder. I would think maybe about a good 12, 13 feet over his head, and went over the boundary line for 6. So that's a great hit. Total has now gone to 25, and Henry has now gone to 9. Edward to bowl to Henry. Henry gets a well bowled ball. Can't do no more than just push the ball back along the track for the bowler to pick up and follow through. So the over comes to an end. 4 overs gone, so the power play has come to an end, yielded only 25 for the loss of 2 wickets. And the Clove challengers, they require some 96 of 36 balls. That's going to be quite an asking.
Yeah, it certainly will be an asking. And with the fact that you have lost 2 of your important wickets, attacking batsmen, at 25 or 2 after 4 overs, I think that the Ginger Generals really will feel happy with the position they are. Edwards going for 8 in his first over, despite 6 being hit. I think it still was a good over in that we see him using quite a lot of variation in that over and picking up, just 8 runs in his first over.
Well, the required run rate has skyrocketed to 16, and that's going to be really tough. They've got to do something special in this over to bring it down. Here he is, Nicholas. Read it in, both to Ned. Ned lives that over the boundary line. That's a fine shot for 6. No, that's a great shot. Great shot, length ball, and just stood there really and just lifted it as if it were the easiest thing in the world. Over long on, 6 glorious looking runs. He is now moved on to 8, and the total has gone to 31 for 2.
A lovely shot by Ned. And this is the sort of player he really picked it up nicely. Just outside the off stump and get under it as it bonks and hit it over long on for 6.
Mind you, it wasn't a terrible delivery. Here's once more read it in and bowls to Ned. Ned is helping that just down to fine leg. Just wondered whether a better effort could not have been made there at the fine leg area. Got to sometime turn half catches into catches rather. 32 for 2. Ned is 8, and Henry, who's been there from the top of the innings, he's on 9. As here once more is read from the far end in bright, beautiful sunshine. It's a sunlit Grenada Cricket Stadium. Begins to move in with that beautiful approach. He's there now, and bowls to Ned. Ned pulls that down to long on. The ball not going to reach down to the long on fielder. Jobs just about 10 yards in front of him, and the batsmen have sufficient time to cross for 1. So 1 more to Ned, who's gone to 9. Both batsmen are on 9 as Henry now comes into strike. Total has moved on to 32 for 2. The required run rate 16.18. That's huge. So almost insurmountable. Here once more is read it in and bowls to Henry. Henry is looking to pull. The ball goes down to third man and it's going to go over the boundary line. That's not where he wanted to hit it. Wanted to hit that maybe in front of square, and he must have been hustled. Took the outer portion of the bat. It skied. It went very high in the air. Certainly not catchable. And down to the boundary for 4. It was streaky, but it doesn't really matter at all. He's now gone to 13. And the total has pushed on to 36 for 2.
Well, this is a position you'll always want to hit the ball to get runs. Way over the keeper head. Oh, it's a safe place over the keeper head. As you look in the pull, probably the bunks, I think he was being defeated by the bunks there and took the edge and flew over the keeper head and went down to the boundary for 4.
Redhead once more moves into bowl to Henry, and Henry is feeling for a beautiful delivery. Pearl of a delivery outside the off stump. Just drew him forward and nibbled at it. The ball passed rather perilously close there to the pushing blade. Keeper collecting behind the stumps. Total remains on 36 for 2.
Yeah.
God, we've had a great season, haven't we? Raphael, good weather conditions, playing conditions been very good. Good pitches also.
Yeah, the groundsmen need to be credited, coming off the test match, I think, when we had some fine weather.
Here's a delivery that is pitched up, driven up to wideish long on. We'll get a comfortable single. The intention was right there. That by Redhead, right up, almost block hole like. So the over comes to an end. Nicholas Redhead, his 2 overs yielding 19 runs. 2 overs, no wins, 1 for 19. And at the end of the halfway stage, 5 overs gone is 37 for 2. They would have preferred to see something like 57 for 2.
Yeah, yes, definitely. It means that Darren Ned would be required to really play a big inning. He's the one that shows that have the ability to really to clear the boundary with ease. And I think Clove Challenger really would be hoping that he plays the sort of inning that he's capable of. But certainly he have what it takes really to turn things around. And despite we have 5 overs being bowled, we know what 2, 3 overs things can change rapidly. But it really will call for a big inning by Darren Ned.
Kimo Peters is brought onto the attack, and he moves in to bowl. Delivery that is short, hit hard into the ground by Henry, who remains on 14, 37 for 2. Gonna try to put the choke on as Peters in bowls, and that's tugged down to backward square, well, forward square leg rather, as Redhead comes from the right of the square leg umpire, picks the ball up, sends it back. The batsman had time to cross for 1. So 1 more to Henry, who's got to 15. Ned, who is on 9, comes in to strike. Here is a delivery that is lifted over the long off area. That's gone for 6. That's a huge hit. It was pitched up and he went right under it. He did put the left knee down and got to the pitch and lifted it over the long off area. 6 runs there. A big blow there by Darren. That's the second 6 he's hit in his innings so far. He's gone to 15. It's 44 for 2.
Yeah, lovely shot by Ned. It was all timing as that left foot came across and lifted it over extra cover. And probably went maybe about 20 yards over, about 20, 25 yards over the boundary for 6.
We've seen quite a few big 6s, Rafa, not just merely clearing the boundaries. Some of them have gone a long way.
Yes, a very huge hit by Ned. Really timing the ball sweetly. That one was just keeping a little bit of air, and the batsman had the opportunity really to swing there and hit it beautifully over long off for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that Ned will need a few of those. Got to hit a couple of big blows to get them back in, because the required run rate now has gone up to 17. That's rather high when considering you're in over number 6. Here is Charles, moves in now to bowl to Ned, who is getting off the back foot, tucks that ball down to the mid-wicket area. They've gone for 1. They will come back for the second. The return comes in to the keeper's end. They get there. 2 runs to Ned. And good running between the wicket. I think the moment the ball was hit, they knew that there were going to be 2 involved, and they scampered. Here once more is Charles in now, and both to Ned. Ned gets one that is pushing him onto the back foot. They will get a second run here. This time it was hit down to the deep square position, deep cover position rather. So 2 more to Ned, who pushes his total on to 17. Total has gone to 47 for 2. So here he is once more in and bowls Peters, and that is going back to the bowler. Was hit very hard indeed. So 6 overs gone. The run rate is exactly 8. 6 8s are 48 if my math get me right. They require 73 of 24, and Ned 19, Henry 15.
Yeah, they will need some really big overs. They got 11 runs from the first over from Kimo Peters. But Ned, they certainly would need quite a bit of boundaries if they're going to get anywhere close to that total of 121 for victory. 73 required from 24 deliveries. And really, They really would have to push on from here.
They really will have to. There need to be some power hitting here, and they need to have at least 2 sixes in every over from here on to really get close to that total. Well, it's going to be Reynald Charles from the far end, and he's going to move into bowl to Henry. Henry gets a delivery outside the stump, wayward delivery. It's a wide signal by the umpire. So 1 more to the total. It's gone to 49. The 50 is looming ahead. As once more is Charles in to bowl to Henry. Henry's off the back foot and tugs the ball down to long on. Hits it hard, yes, but goes straight to the long on fielder. And they're able to get just one that's Milius fielding down there at deep mid on. Here he is again. Is Charles moves in this time to bowl to Ned. He's there now, and Ned is hitting that inside out. Will that be caught? It's going down to the sweeper position. The catch is taken down on the deep extra cover boundary, and so the intention really was to go over the boundary line. That's Darren Ned. He's held out down on the sweeper boundary there, and so Ned is gone, caught down there by might be Imran Joseph. And so he's gone for 19, and the total now, Clove challengers, they're 50 for 3.
Yeah, and big wicket, the wicket of Ned Day. But Charles have been really thinking and pushing the ball wide, and we see Ned Day having to reach for it, not being able to get close enough to that delivery. Hit it high, and it went down to that extra cover on the boundary, and the fielder coming around there, taking it comfortably. And certainly a big wicket there for Clove challengers. The wicket of Darren Ned just going cut on the boundary.
Yeah, that was Denroy Charles. My bad. I don't know why I did see Imran Joseph. Imran Joseph, in fact, is getting ready. He's just replaced Ned. And here is a delivery that hit back to the bowler. They call that a spectator's catch, right? Henry 16. Here once more is Charles in bowls, and Henry is lifting that down to the sweeper position. The catch taken again. So that's 2 in 2. Reynald Charles there taking another wicket. Denroy Charles coming in from the deep sweeping position, and so another wicket has fallen, and they're really falling over here now, Clove challengers. And so 50 for 4. 50 for 4 as Henry goes. Caught Denroy Charles of the bowling of Reynald Charles for 16, and Clove challengers, well, I think they're in deep, deep waters here.
Yeah, at 50 for 4, 71 still required from 20 deliveries. Again, we see Charles, a similar dismissal, just pitching the ball wide, and Henry needed to get closer to that delivery. And if he did get closer, he would have cleared that extra cover boundary. But not getting close enough, again, was only able to hit it down to the fielder, just coming off the boundary, and accepted easy catch.
So Ricky Alexander's come in. Clove challengers have not really challenged this total at all. So here is Reynald Charles, will move into bowl to Imran Joseph. The batsman did cross, and to this delivery is hitting that straight down to the deep mid-off boundary, and that's going to go all the way for 4. Well, he struck that very well, tried to hit it as straight as possible to the right of the bowler and to the left of the longer fielder, and it went down to the boundary for 4.
Yeah, he struck it really well and struck it straight. The long off have been wide.
Outside the off stump, caught it out to the cover area. The return comes in. Good feeling there at extra cover, but the batsman had time to cross for 1. Did they cross for 1? They did. So 7 overs gone, 55 for 4, 55 for 4, and they require another 66 of 18. So let's just give you a bit of the standings here. Nutmeg Warriors, of course, who've played 5 matches. They've won 4. They've lost 1. They're out there with 8 points. And of course, Bailey Blasters, they've played 6. They've won 4. They've lost 2. there with 8 points, and Ginger General 5. They've won 3 and they've lost 2. We're going to give you a little bit more, as here is Chemo Peters is going to get ready to bowl to Imran Joseph.
Go, Kimo!
There he is now, passes the umpire and bowls, and he's pulling that ball down to the deep long on boundary. The catch is going to be taken. Yes! So another wicket goes. That was short, rocked onto the back foot, and he was looking to heave that over long on. Didn't really, it got it, Raphael, more to the top end of the bat, and it went down to long on. It was not the hardest catch in the world, taken quite comfortably, and so another wicket has just fallen. 55 for 5. Imran Joseph caught St. Paul down there on the long on boundary of the bowling of Chemo Peters.
Yeah, well, it was a short delivery, bounced a bit more than Joseph expected, and it was close to him, so he really didn't have the room to swing as he wanted, and taking it high up on the bat, it went down to long on, who had to come in and just accepted that catch. So another important blow as Forsyth comes in, and really important blow struck. 55 for 5 in the 8th over, and really they are up against it now.
He's in to bowl to Ricky Alexander. Hits that in the air. Is somebody going under it? Will the catch be taken? Oh, yeah, well, he took it and had the frame of mind to see whether he can really push it. But again, it turned out to be a very difficult assignment, and the momentum brought it over the boundary. Let's look at it now. There's the catch. Yes, taken, but didn't have the ability to throw it back in. 6 runs. 61 now for 5. Here once more is Peters in and bowls, and that ball is tugged up to long on. They're going to come back for the second. No, they decide against it quite rightly too. The return comes in. So just 1. Total has moved now to 62. 62 for 5. Forsyth will now take strike. Hasn't had the best tournament so far. So here he's now in and bowls, and Forsyth is lifting that inside out through the extra cover area. 4 runs. Now there is a wideish mid-off and a sweeper down at the deep cover area, and he was able to bisect both of them over the boundary line. That was a fine shot. He's off the mark. He's gone to 4, and it's now Clove challengers. They're 66 for 5.
Yeah, good shot. Really bisected those two fielders. Really hit in the right direction, and the fielder long off, and then it was cover on the boundary straight. Just really didn't have a chance.
Peters to Forsyth. Forsyth is hitting that out to extra cover. Catch taken. Another wicket has gone. So they're going like in a rather processionary manner. As just looking at the replay, it was a short delivery. Really was a rank long hop, and he should have hit that just about anywhere, but found extra cover. So Forsyth goes, caught there by the skipper in Roland Cato of the bowling of Peters. He's gone for 4. And Peters has now picked up 2 for 22. 2 for 22. All the sixes on the board. 66 for 6.
Yeah, and again a short delivery. Again, Forsyth they're looking for really too much power instead of placing that delivery, and they just able to hit it to K2, who does extra cover. But again, we see K2 made some changes just before that delivery, with Forsyth clearing the extra cover boundary. And he put himself just at the extra cover in the circle, and then pushed the fielders back. And Forsyth did not being able to clear K2, and just hitting the ball just his right, and he picked up another easy catch.
Well, it's going to be Peters with the final delivery of his spell into bowl to Naran, who is off the back foot and looking to cart that ball through extra cover. Doesn't make contact. Keeper collects behind the stumps. The over comes to an end. 8 overs gone. 66 for 4. Ricky Alexander is 1, and Dennis Naran is yet to score.
So 55 needed from 12 deliveries, and I think really the Clove challengers now I think in total control of this game. Now we had a first half of the game in which I thought were really good cricket by both teams. But just coming into the second half, we see that Clove Challenger just seemingly step it up a bit in terms of their performance, and really now has taken full advantage in this game at 55 needed from 12 deliveries. Really, it's an uphill task for Clove Challengers.
Really uphill. Clove Challengers, 5 matches, just 2 points, won only 1 game. As here is a delivery that is tugged down to long on. Ricky Alexander, he is now gone on to 8, and the total has moved on to 67 for 6. Brings Dennis Naran into strike. As here once more is Charles. Renald Charles bowls. Naran is off the back foot, just spars the ball out on the offside, gets a comfortable single. As ball goes out to extra cover. 68 for 6. Alexander now comes back into strike. As Charles in bowls to Alexander. Alexander hits that down long straight back past the ball. A fine shot for 4. He got to the pitch of that one. Maybe this is a little bit on the late side, but the hit was well advanced down the track, and even the umpire just had to just to take a bit of evasive action. Hit it straight back past the bowler, and it went down to the boundary for 4. 72 for 6.
Yeah, very good shot by Alexander. We need a lot more of this shot.
Charles to Alexander. Alexander is advancing. Hits that in the air. Somebody's going under it. The catch is going to be taken. Gone. Well, another wicket has fallen there. The catch taken down there by Milius. He was aiming to hit that over the long on area, wanting to clear the boundary, but he certainly did not get enough height and distance, and the catch was taken quite comfortably down there at long on. So Ricky Alexander goes, caught Milius of the bowling of Renald Charles. He's gone for 12, and Clove Challengers, they're really folding up here now at 72 for 7, 8.4 overs gone.
Yeah, and Charles picking up his 3rd wicket. It's 3 for 13 so far. Alexander there, I think the intention was right, just didn't get enough onto it. He used his feet and really was looking at the clear long on, I think, which is what he should be looking to do now, but just didn't get enough onto it. And Milius on the boundary coming in and take another catch, and Clove Challengers deeper into trouble at 72 for 7.
Well, they require 49 from 8. Kevin Francis just joined Naran, 72 for 7. Cyrus Charles moves in to bowl to Naran, who is coming forward, hits the ball hard into the ground. It doesn't pierce the upside field. The bowler goes around very quickly. That's Charles, picks the ball up, prevents the batsman from crossing for a single. Naran taps away at the crease. Here once more is Charles in and bowls, and he is looking to hit that in the air. The ball goes down to a backward point. They've gone for 1, won't come back for the second as the return comes into the keeper. So 1 more to the total. Naran has gone to 2, and the total has gone to 73 for 7. 9 overs gone, just a 1 over remaining. 73 for 7, and Naran, who's going to be taking strike, he's on 2. Kevin Francis is yet to score.
And Charles completed his spell, Renald Charles, and he picked up 3 for 14. Just breaking the back of Clove Challengers, 73 for 7. 48 required from 6 deliveries. As we see the Javed St. Paul going back into strike. This looked pretty much comfortable victory for Ginger Generals.
Well, he moves in to bowl to Charles outside the off. I'm sorry, Naran outside the off stump, left alone, and there is no run. So 73 for 2. 73 for 2. We're in the final over of this match. Yes, here once more is St. Paul. He's picked up 1 for 4. He's bowled well. Moves past the umpire now and bowls to Naran, who is having a big swish at that one. Doesn't make contact. The ball keeping slightly low too, and just dropping before it got to the keeper. But a dot ball. Total remains on 73 for 7. There is a short third man in. backward point, extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket, straightish. As St. Paul is in, bowls, and he clips that nicely down to the catch has been dropped. It did in fact reach to the fielder down there at backward square. Didn't realize that the ball would have really gone so far. I was looking at it here, clipped it, and it didn't look that it would get so far. So he did time it neatly, and the catch was not taken down at the deep backward square area. The effort was good, but it was spilled. 74 for 7. Francis comes in to strike. He's yet to score as St. Paul's turns once more from the top of his mark in bright sunshine. He passes the umpire now and bowls. Advancing down the pitch is Francis. Doesn't really cue that very well. The ball probably taking the bottom part of the bat. Going behind him, the keeper comes in, just peeling off the right glove just quickly, just in the event that the batsmen wanted to take a single, but they decided against it. So St. Paul once more moves in to bowl to Francis, who gets a Yorker-like delivery. Just was making a bit of room outside the leg stump. Maybe just trying to give himself room to cart it through the offside, and I think the bowler must have seen him and followed him outside the leg stump. So this is the final ball coming up in this innings as St. Paul moves in to bowl to Francis. Francis is coming down the track and having a big heaver, that one, and in fact goes all the way, hits it over long on, down the track, and lifted it nicely over the long on area, and that went all the way. That was a fine shot, really fine shot. Just cleared the front leg, made a little bit of room outside the leg stump while he advanced, and lifted that sweetly over long on. That's gone for 6. So it's an interesting way, of course, to climax the innings. Clove challengers, after 10 overs, could muster only 80 runs, 80 for 7. So the Ginger Generals, they've won by 40 runs, and it didn't turn out to be, it turned out to be a one-sided affair. It was not as competitive as we thought it may have been. So Ginger Generals, they've won by 40 runs, handsome victory there for them, and they'll be very pleased, of course, with the outcome of this match. So that was the end of our first match here, and just want to remind you that we've got another match. It's going to be coming up at 1:30, and sorry, beg your pardon, that will be 2:30, not 1:30. My humble apology. 1:30 is gone by 3 minutes. So Cinnamon Pacers will be coming up against Nutmeg Warriors. That's going to be at 2:30 this afternoon. But let me just give you a little bit of the scorecard here. Clove challengers. Henry was caught Charles of the bowling of Reynolds Charles, and he went for 16. Terry Bishop was bowled by St. Paul. He went for 1. Ronald Aiton was caught Cato of the bowling of Redhead for 7. Darren Ned, a little cameo, was caught by Darrell Charles of the bowling of Reynolds Charles, and he got 19, 2 sixes in the process. Imran Joseph was caught St. Paul of the bowling of Peters. He went for 5. Ricky Alexander was caught Milius down there in the long on area of the bowling of Reynolds Charles. He went for 12. And Cyprian Forsyth was caught Cato of the bowling of Peters. Went for 4. So extra 7, 2 leg byes, 5 wides, and the total 80 for 7 of 10. 80 for 7 of 10. Denroy Charles, 1 over for 4 runs, didn't pick up a wicket. Javel St. Paul, 2 overs, no maiden. He's picked up 1 for 11. Nicholas Redhead, 1 for 19 of 2. Larry Edwards, just a 1 over for 8 runs. Kimo Peters, 2 for 22 of 2. And Reynolds Charles picked up 3 for 14 of 2. So that's the scorecard, the bowling analysis, and also the batting scorecard there for the Clove challengers. So this match has been rather easily won, and I'm sure that Clove Challengers would be very, very disappointed with the outcome of this game. I think they came here genuinely wanting to do something special, but they were not able to come through with it. Now, don't forget the competition is going to be going up until April the 18th. And that's when the loser of Eliminator 1 will come up against the winner of the preliminaries at that's the number 1 position, and they're going to be playing for that 4th place. And the final, in fact, will take place on the 18th of April. So that's Monday, Easter Monday, as we all know it to be. So we've got a lot of excitement taking place, and for local listeners and viewers, it'll be nice if you can come down at the National Stadium and grace the stadium with your presence, because there are quite a lot of excitement going on. So just to remind you a little bit of the highlights, Millia got 52 of 25, Jeremiah 29 of 18, that's for the Ginger Generals. Cato got 18 of 9, and McDonald got 14 of 9. Noel had 1 for 28, Thomas 1 for 28. And in terms of the response, well, Darnell got 19 of 12, Henry got 16 of 18, Ricky Alexander 12 of 5 deliveries. Ronald Charles might be contending for the man of the match. He got some 3 for 14 in his allotment of 2 overs. Peters had 2 for 22, a little bit expensive, but of course capturing 2 prize wickets, and there was 1 apiece for St. Paul and Redhead. Ginger General, they won by 40 runs, and of course when you win by 40, it's always a huge margin of victory. We'll be going downstairs shortly for the post-match man of the match presentation, and of course it will be Raphael Crony who's going down there. Carl Felix, of course, the adjudicator in regards to the man of the match, and we'll be waiting for them to come on. Raphael, it's over to you.
Thank you, Stevenson. We have just come to the end of match number 17. Have with me Kimana Milius, man of the match. I'll just ask Carl Felix just to hand the trophy to Kimana Milius, man of the match. Okay, Kimana Milius, he got 52 from 25 deliveries today. How was it batting out today?
Well, firstly, the wicket was a little bit slow, so I had to take my time and adjust to the conditions. You find early on in the tournament, I was trying to come and hit the ball too early, and I didn't give myself a chance. But today I gave myself a chance, and credit must be given to Joe and Jeremiah, who have batted tremendously well throughout the tournament so far.
Yeah, you said the wicket was slow, and you had to do something different today. What did you do different so that you were able to get up for 52?
Basically, I watched the ball longer, and I waited till the ball were in my areas to score, and I capitalized on it.
Right, so I think you played a little bit later. Partnership of 85, as you said, were there a lot of discussion? How did you all communicate in the wicket?
So far, we have been communicating very well, Joanne, Jeremiah and I. It's just a matter of us watching the ball longer, like I said, and trying to get as much singles early on as possible. And we faced less dot balls today, which was quite impressive.
Okay, well done, and all the best to you going forward.
Thank you.
So that's the situation. The Ginger Generals, they won by 40 runs. They marched into the victory arena in a rather general-like manner. So let me just let you know before we take this break, and for the match coming up, of course, Cinnamon Pacers will be against the Nutmeg Warriors. Umpires Butler and Davis will be on hand to officiate the match. Join us then.
Energy. The world runs on it every day.
Good morning. Welcome to Soul.
Hi.
Hi.
And when we put the best of the Caribbean together with the energy we harness, everything runs so much smoother. Because at the end of the day, it's all about connecting people.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Solve, wherever your journey begins.
Live from the stadium that delivered that memorable and emphatic win to the West Indies, Grenada, comes the Dream 11 Spice-Style T10 2.0 cricket combination. 30 matches, 14 days of exciting T10 cricket action. 6 teams, only one will be champions. See the likes of the Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, Devon Smith, international players Kesrick Williams, Alec Atenes, and more. Support your team. Love the game. Dream 11 Spice-Style T10 2.0 cricket competition. April 5th to the 18th. Grenada National Stadium. Pure Spice of the Caribbean.
The biggest and safest summer festival in the region, August 8th and 9th. Let's go to Grenada for Spice Mass. Call your booking agents and get your tickets today.
I too have felt the impact of this pandemic and miss the days of being able to socialize with the freedom we once had. But it is in these times that we must come together to fight as one people through getting vaccinated and doing what's right. I am Aruna Neptune and I am fully vaccinated. Play your part. Keep yourselves, your loved ones, and your community protected. Spice Mass, here we come. It's our time again.
Have you ever seen a job cooking oil down and Tanya log in the same pot? Neither have we until now, but we guarantee there is a whole lot more amazing things to see on your next trip to Grenada. And if you encourage someone to book an adventure to our island paradise, then you can be one of the winners of special prizes compliments the 473 Connect program by the Grenada Tourism Authority. Sign up at experts.puregrenada.com/473connect.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.